Hello, welcome to Yoga with Katie. Tonight we're going to be doing a more restorative class. So have your pillow, booster, blanket or towel ready. So we're going to start lying down on our back. So let's come lie down on your back. And if you have a pillow, you can prop your legs over the pillow. So whatever you do, relax the body. Taking a few calming breath here. Feel free to close your eyes and listen to my verbal instruction. Now we're not going to do a whole lot of poses during the restorative class. So it's for the body to relax, restore energy that has been lost during the day, and getting ready for a good night's sleep. So we're going to focus on our breathing. When you inhale, belly and chest rise like a balloon. And when you exhale, draw the belly button back to your spine. Staying perfectly calm and relaxed in the present moment. Letting go of all your stress, worries, tension, anxiety, anything that doesn't serve you anymore. When you inhale, belly and chest rise like a balloon. And when you exhale, draw the belly button back to your spine. Staying perfectly calm, relaxed, and still in the present moment, in your own little world. Couple more breaths here. And we're going to slowly wake up the body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Rotating your ankles and your wrists. Gently turning your neck left and right. Slowly, slowly come back to center. And if you're using a booster or pillow underneath your knee, we're just gonna push it aside. So now we are lying down position. Bend both knees. Wrap your hands around your knees, rocking side to side. Coming into a big circular motion if you like, covering a big area. Massaging lower back and sacrum. Helping you to relieve back pain. Go the other way, reverse your rotation. Slowly, slowly come back to center. Release the feet down on your mat. Keep your knees bent. We're gonna go into our figure 4. Right foot on left thigh, flexing the foot to protect your right knee. Loop the hands through the opening, grab behind the left thigh. Right elbow, push the right thigh out. Beginners, you can stay here. Advanced, you can straighten out the left leg. Grab a hold of the left leg. Pull it close to your body. Feel the stretch here, right hip flexor. Opening up the right hip joint. Helping people to relieve sciatica condition. We're gonna stay here for 5, 4, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly release. Keep your knees bent and we're going to repeat on the other side. Left foot on right thigh. Flexing the left foot will protect the left knee. Loop the hand through the opening, grab behind the right thigh. Left elbow, push the left thigh out. Beginners, you can stay here. Those who wish to have more intensive stretch, extend the right leg, walking the hands further up the leg, pull the leg close to your body. Now you're gonna stretch out the hamstring here, as well as the left hip flexor, opening up the left hip joint, helping people to relieve sciatica condition. If this is too intensive for you, ease off, or you can place the right foot back on the mat. So listen to your body always to avoid injury. Just do what you can today. We're gonna stay here for a few more breaths. And slowly, slowly release. Place the feet down on the mat. We're gonna windshield wiper a few times. So keep your knees bent, hip width, dropping the knees from one side to the other side. Let it fall wherever it falls. Hips can come off. Knees don't necessarily have to touch the mat. Hip release. Now we are open up and drop both knees to the right side. Let it fall wherever it falls. Make sure the left foot stay down. Walking the left foot outside of the mat if accessible. Left hand on left ankle. A little bit of discomfort as we stretch out the left quadricep, hip joint. And for those who wish to have more intensive stretch, outside foot on inside thigh. Dragging the left knee a little bit closer to the mat. If this is too much for you, too intensive, causing you a whole lot of pain and discomfort, don't worry about crossing the outside foot on inside thigh. Taking a few more breaths here. One more breath, and we're going to slowly, slowly bring the knee back to the center. Take an inhale and exhale, drop both knee to the left side. Let it fall wherever it falls. Walking the right foot outside of the mat if it is accessible. Make sure the right butt stay down. You should feel the stretch here, right quadricep hip joint. A little bit of discomfort. Beginners, you can stay here. For those who wish to have more intensive stretch, outside foot on inside thigh. Dragging it a little bit closer. Dragging the knee, that is, a little bit closer to the mat. Don't worry about crossing the outside foot over if you find that this is really a whole lot of discomfort for you. One more breath and slowly, slowly release. Windshield wiper a few times. Release any tension that you may have. Now we're going to drop both knees to the right side. Place your blanket or pillow underneath to support. Right hand on the outside of the left thigh. Left arm on shoulder height. Palm facing down. Shoulders and shoulder blades are still on the mat. If your neck is good, turn a little bit to the left side. And we're going to stay here for a little bit longer. Stretch, strengthen, and tone the lower back muscles to support your spine, especially if you have back pain. One more breath, and we're going to slowly bring both knees back to the center. Take an inhale first. Exhale, drop both knees to the other side. Let it fall wherever it falls. Feel free to bring your blanket and your pillow to the other side. Right arm out, shoulder height, palm facing down. If you want to do palm facing up, no problem. As long as both shoulder blades are still on the mat. Turn and look at the right side if your neck is good. We're going to stay here for several breaths. Stretching out the lower back muscles. Creating spaces between L4 and L5. Helping people to relieve back pain. Two more breaths. One more breath. Slowly bring both knees back to the center of the mat and release. Straighten out the legs. Bounce it a few times. When releasing on the right side, wrap your hands around the right knee. Draw it close to the chest or armpit. Inhale, relax the grip. Exhale, squeeze. Massaging organs on the right side of your body, as well as ascending colon. Helping you to digest and detox. Reduce bloatedness in your stomach area. And helping you to relieve constipation. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand on right knee. Using a gentle circular motion. Massaging the right hip joint. 5 times one way. 5 times reverse. Slowly come back to center. Half happy baby. Bending the right knee. Right hand on the bottom of your foot. Inner arch, outer arch. Holding on to the big toe or any part of the leg. Press down so that the right knee is close to the right armpit. Half happy baby. We're opening up the hip joint, stretching out inner thighs. One more breath, slowly, slowly release. Place the right leg back down on the mat. Bounce it a few times. Now we're going to repeat when releasing on the left side. Point the right toes up to the ceiling. Wrap your hands around the left knee. Inhale, relax the grip. Exhale, squeeze. Massaging organs on the left side as well as descending colon. The big colons go from right to left. So in the when releasing poses, we're gonna start with the right leg first. Reduce bloatedness in your stomach area. So when releasing is the same as farting. If you're able to release gas, and that's a good thing. Two more times. Now we're going to come to hip rotation, left hand on left knee. Gently drawing circle. 5 times one way, 5 times reverse. Loosen up the hip joint. And now we'll go to half happy baby. Left hand on the bottom of the left foot. Press down so that the knee is close to the armpit. Half happy baby. Opening up the hip joint. Feel the stretch in your inner thighs. One more breath. And we're gonna slowly release. Straighten out the legs. Bounce it a few times. Coming into leg lift. Press firmly on the mat. And we're gonna slowly lift both legs up to the ceiling. Using abdominal muscles. Don't swing your leg up and down. Use your core. Hands behind the kneecap. Flex the feet. Let the blood circulate back to your heart, helping you with circulation. Energize the body. Let the blood go the other way for a moment. We're increasing digestion, improving your sleep quality when we have our legs up to the sky. So feel free to spend some time during your day to have your legs up the wall, a piece of furniture, or just lifting it up like so. Two more breaths. One more. Sliding the head further up the leg or grab hold of the big toes. Lifting the hand chest up. Tailbone automatically comes off. Continue to stretch hamstrings. Make sure you're not carrying any tension in your neck, shoulders, or upper back. One more breath. I'm going to release the head down. I'm down by your side. Open up your legs in the big V. Opening up hip joint. Stretching in the thighs. So only open to where you're comfortable. So once again, we can do this pose against the wall. Just pop your legs up the wall so your legs are more supported. And we're going to slowly scissor the legs. One time in front, one time behind. Nice and slow. With control. Don't speed up. Now this kind of class is much slower pace. Two more times. And one last one. Slowly bring the legs together. Catch your breath here. And we're going to do 3 rounds of leg lift. First round. Lower down for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. When your legs are 1 foot off the ground, don't drop it. Bend both knees, lifting the legs back up to the sky. Take a breath here. Second round. Lower down for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't drop it. Bend both knees, lifting the legs back up to the sky. Take a breath here. One last one. Lower down for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Bounce it a few times. We're going to come to the bridge pose. Keep your knees bent. Now, those who have a block or cushion, feel free to bring your pillow underneath your hip for support. Press firmly on the mat. On the inhale, lift your hips high, high up. If you don't have a pillow, you can also place a block underneath your hip. Now, blocks have 3 different heights. I'm on level 2. We're going to stay here for a little bit longer. Your knees are 2 fists apart. Don't open up too much. Walk the heel, close your fingertips. Press firmly on the mat. And we're in the supported bridge pose. Engage your core abdominal muscles, your quadricep, and your glutes. So in other words, squeeze your stomach in tight. Your thighs and your butt are firm, but not to the point of cramping. All the weight in the shoulder, very little weight in the head and neck. Chin is almost touching the chest, stimulating thyroid gland. But it's not meant to be the chin touching the chest. Strengthening the front abdominal muscles and the lower back muscles to support your spine, especially if you have back pain. Now we're going to come up on the tippy toes, lifting the hips even higher up. Inhale your arms up and over, fingernails on the floor, keeping your hips high, high up. If you like, you can switch to level 3, which is the highest. But if that's too much for you, don't worry about it. Now we're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the arm back down by your side. Release the heel back down. And now you're back on the block. Remove your yoga block. 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to release the spine back down on the mat. Once you've come all the way down, we're going to be dropping the knees from one side to the other side. Windshield wiper again. Drop both knees to the right side. Raise your right arm. We're going to roll over to the right side of your body. And we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Make your way to lie down on your stomach. So we're going to transition to lie down on our stomach. So in T, coming into crocodile. So I'm gonna have my left cheek on the mat, bending the right knee, draw it close to the right elbow. I'm moving my blanket underneath my right knee for support. Staying here for several breaths. Make yourself completely flat as we stretch out the left side of the neck and opening up the right hip. So just relax. Two more breaths and one more breath. From here, we're going to transition to wing on the ground. So keep the left arm the way it is on the floor. We're going to slowly transition to come lie down on your side. I'm using my block as a pillow to keep the neck and your spine aligned. Bottom leg straight, top leg bend. Top leg can be in front or behind the straight leg. Top arm can stay on the mat, wrap around your waist, or left hand grab hold of the left foot. Right foot rather. So same hand, same ankle if you like. Putting more body weight on the left shoulder. Once again, if this is too much for you, especially if you have shoulder injuries, surgeries, frozen shoulder, any issue at all, you can slowly come out of it. You can skip this. If you feel tingling all the way down to your fingertips, you may be on the nerve and you will have to come out of it. And we're going to stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, slowly roll back to the center of your mat. If you have a block, remove your block. So we're going to go crocodile on the other side first. So take your time to set up. I move my blanket to the other side. So in T, shoulder height, legs apart as wide as the mat. I'm going to have right cheek on the mat, bending the left knee. Draw it close to the left elbow. Make yourself flat. Relax as we stretch out the right side of your neck and opening up the left hip. So just imagine sleeping on your bed. You have your arms out in T and you're taking over the entire bed. Make yourself comfortable. Relax. Let go. One more breath. And we're going to transition to wing on the ground. So keep the right arm the way it is on the floor. And we're going to slowly transition to come lie down on your side. I'm using my block as a pillow to elevate my head. So neck and spine are in one straight line. Bottom leg straight, top leg bend. Top leg can be in front, behind the straight leg. Top hand can stay on the mat. Wrap around your waist. Some people can interlace the finger behind, and you can also have the top hand grab hold the top ankle. Any variation you like. So listen to your body on this one. If this is too much for you, causing you a whole lot of pain and discomfort, make sure you come out of it slowly. One more breath here. We're going to slowly release. Roll back to the center of your mat. Retrieve your right arm. Stack your hands on top of each other. Bend both knees. We're going to windshield wiper. Release any tension that you may have. Loosen up. Stack your hands on top of each other so you can either have forehead down or chin down, your choice. So feel the slight movement in your lower back. Loosen up. So this pose lying down in stomach will help you to strengthen lower back muscles to support your spine, especially if you have back pain. Two more breaths. One more breath. Slowly come back to center. Extend your arms in front of you. Now we're going to lift the right arm and left leg off the mat. Diagonal stretch. So keeping your neck and your spine in one straight line, so we're not lifting the head up. One more breath, release, switching side, left arm and right leg off. Diagonal stretch. One more breath and slowly, slowly release. Left hand, grab hold of the left ankle, right arm up. So opposite arm, opposite thigh. Stretching out a quadricep on one side while you're lifting the arm off the ground on the other side. Coming into a fall. Now we continue to strengthen lower back muscles to support the spine, especially if you have back pain. One more breath and slowly, slowly release. Switching side. Opposite arm, opposite ankle. Take the foot into your hand. Lifting the left arm up. Now you're going to feel the stretch in the right quadricep. One more breath, and we're going to slowly, slowly release. Stack your hands on top of each other. Wiggle your butt, side to side. Loosen any tension that you may have. Slowly, slowly release. From here, we're going to go into a child pose. Now, for those who have the booster, if you want to ride on your booster or pillow, go ahead. So my entire body is on the booster. I'm going to rest my forehead on the block. So you're straddling the booster. Now, those who don't have a booster, and if you want to make your own, you can use a used blanket that rolled it up really tight, tie it up, and you can do it yourself and make a booster. Once again, we're going to stay here for several breaths. Just relax while you are straddling your booster. If you don't have a booster, if you want to go into a child pose, that would be knee apart, big toes to touch, staying the hip down onto the heels, walking the fingers forward, elbows off the mat, forehead down. Try to sit back on your heels as much as you can. So for me, to demonstrate, I'm just gonna come up and I'm gonna move my booster aside. So for those who just wanna go into a child pose, and it would look like this. Try to sit back as much as you can. Walking your fingers forward, elbows off the mat, shoulders relaxed, forehead down. We're lengthening the spine, opening up hip joint, stretching out your ankle, massaging internal organs, massaging the third eye, lengthening your spine. Two more breaths. One more breath. Slowly, slowly pushing yourself back up. And now we're in a neutral tabletop. Spread all your fingers. Now, wrists underneath the shoulder, knees underneath the hip, top of the feet on the mat. Neutral spine. We're going to go into cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly. Chin up, look up into a cow. Exhale, round your back as much as you can. Pull your belly tight. Looking down into a cat. So we're going to do this several times. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Connecting your breath with your movement. Creating spaces between word breaks. Cat and cow also help people to relieve back pain. Two more times. And one last one. Slowly, slowly coming back to neutral spine. Swaying side to side. Release tension in your wrists. Coming into our big figure eight. Staying the hip down onto the heels. Swing the hip out. Exaggerate your movement. When you're at the top of the mat, go to the opposite corner. Big, big figure eight. Mobilizing your spine. Increase flexibility and mobility in your spine. When you're at the top of the mat, we're going to reverse. Go the other way. Reverse your big figure eight. Exaggerate the movement. Slowly, slowly coming back to neutral tabletop. Swaying side to side, release tension in your wrist. And we're going to come to fret the needle. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, slide through the opening, dropping the right shoulder down. Left arm can be out in front of you or wrapped around your waist. You can extend the left leg out if you like. Putting more body weight on the right shoulder.
Catch.
Both hips are level.
Come on.
Very little weight in the head and neck. Now don't worry about the back leg. If you find that this is challenging, you can just have both feet down. We're going to stay here for a little bit.
Once again, listen to your body. If this is causing you a whole lot of pain and discomfort in the right shoulder, slowly come out of it. One more breath, slowly, slowly release. Using the left hand to push yourself up. Neutral tabletop. And we're gonna repeat, thread the needle on the other side. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, slide through this opening, dropping the left shoulder down. Right arm can be out in front of you or wrap around your waist. Beginners, stay here. Those who wish to put more body weight on the shoulder, extend the right leg out. So listen to your body if you have shoulder issues. One more breath, and we're gonna slowly, slowly release. Using the right hand to push yourself up. And we're gonna tap our toes, all 10 toes touching the mat. So we're in a kneeling position. If you find that this is very challenging for you, causing you a whole lot of pain, feel free to sit on your block and that will elevate your hip a little bit more. Now toe stretch is also a yin pose, but we're not gonna stay here for 3 to 5 minutes. We're just gonna take 3 breaths. So we're gonna inhale the arms up, turn the palm out, exhale down. Inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale down. One last one. Inhale your arms up, lengthening, exhale down. Slowly come back to neutral tabletop. Tap, tap, tap. Wiggle side to side. Release tension in your toes. Sit back on your heels. So once again, if you have very tight hip joints, feel free to sit on your block to elevate your hips. So ankle stretch. And we're gonna go into eagle arm. Inhale your arms up, right and the left, big hug. Now you can stay here. Those who can go into eagle arm, lock the elbows, grab a hold of the thumb. You end up with the thumb facing your nose. Lifting the elbows up and away from the body, forming an L shape. One more breath, release the arm. Big hug on the other side. Now you can stay here. Those who can lock the elbows, grab a hold of the thumb. You end up with the thumb facing your nose. Lift the elbows up and away from the body, forming an L shape. One more breath. And we're going to slowly, slowly release. Coming back, neutral tabletop. Tap, tap, tap. Release any tension you may have. Shake it out. And we're going to transition to garland pose, squatting. Toes are pointed out. Work the heels down. Bring your hands to heart center. Using your elbow to push the thigh out. Keeping your neck and your spine long. If you're not able to place the ankle down, if you're up here, no problem. Just find the center of gravity. Opening up the hip joint, neck and spine in one straight line. One more breath, and we're gonna slowly, slowly rise up. Take your time to rise up to standing. We're in a standing position. Alternating, bending your knees, release tension. Legs are hip width, and we're gonna come to a crescent moon. Inhale your arms up, palm touch. Release index finger, grow tall. Exhale, bend towards the right side. My left is your right, chin is away from the body. Looking up, shoulders and hips are level. Inhale, center, tall, long. Exhale to the other side. We're not pushing one hip forward or one hip back. Shoulders and hips are level. Chin is away from the body, eyes looking up. Inhale, center, turn long. Exhale to the other side. Release the bottom arm. Top arm is a crescent moon. Get a little bit deeper in your side bend. Slowly, slowly come back up. Lengthen in the center. Exhale to the other side. Release the bottom arm. Top arm is the crescent moon. Side body long. Slowly, slowly come back up. Arm down by your side. Doing a few round shoulder roll. Release tension that you may have. Go the other way. And we're going to come to a forward bend. Now just be mindful for those who have high blood pressure, vertigo, and so on. If you don't want to do forward bend, just don't do it. Just skip it because head is going to be below heart. Hands on weights for support. Take an inhale first. Exhale, hinge. Leading with the chest. When your back is parallel to the floor, release the hands down. If you can touch the mat, touch the mat. If you cannot touch the mat, hold on to opposite elbows or behind your legs. Hip both above ankle bones, not sticking the butt out. So you can also practice doing this by getting to the wall as close as you can. Then you would have your hips and your ankle aligned. Leg and stomach rest on your thighs, lengthening your spine, stretching our lower back muscles, stretching our hamstrings. Let the blood go the other way for a moment. Now, if you don't feel well, if you start feeling nauseated, you need to slowly come out of this. We're going to stay here for a few more breaths. One more breath, and we're going to get ready to come up. Hands on weights for support. Inhale halfway up to a flat back. Exhale to slowly, slowly rise up to standing. Let your blood pressure get adjusted. After forward bend, we're going to go back bend to counter. Interlace the finger behind. Knuckles down and away from you. Shoulders and hips are level. We're not pushing the hip forward. Chin is away from the body, looking up. Feel the pinch in your shoulder blades. Opening up lung, heart, chest. Helping people with breathing related issues. Improving your posture. Stimulating thyroid gland by lifting chin up and head back. We're going to stay here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly release. Shake it out. Coming into our chair pose. All 10 toes facing the front legs are hip width. Inhale your arms up. Sit in your chair. So I'll give you a side view. I'm not sticking my butt up. I'm not shifting my knees beyond my toes, and I'm not squeezing the thigh together. Arms by your side. Shoulder issues, cactus arms. Inhale up, exhale down. Every time you come down, get a little bit lower. You should be able to see your toes, wiggle your toes. Strong arms, strong core. Work the thighs. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly rise up. Arm down by your side. Coming into goddess, stepping your legs about 3 feet apart, toes up, pointed out. Hands up by your chest. Inhale up, exhale down. Now we're doing up and down motion. We're not doing forward, backwards. Slightly tuck the tailbones in to protect your back. Don't push the knee beyond your toes. You don't have to go very far down. Once again, engage your core abdominal muscles. Work your thighs. So strengthening quadricep, the big muscle to support your knee, especially if you have knee issues. Let's do another 3, 2, 1. Slowly rise up. I'm down by your side. Heel toe, bring the legs together, shake it out. From here, we're gonna go into neck stretch. Knee to shoulder, extend the opposite arm out. Using the same hand to guide or support the head. Lengthening the side of your neck. Stretch. One more breath here. And we're gonna slowly bring the head back to the center, the other side. Knee to shoulder, extend the opposite arm out. Using the same hand to guide and support the head. Stretch. Relieve any tension that you may have. Slowly come back to center, shake it out. Shoulder stretch, right arm up and across. Pull back, creating resistance. Chin is away from the body, eyes looking forward. One more breath, slowly release. Same arm up, lengthen first. Place the palm behind your back. Tricep stretch. Try to bring the elbows to the back of the head. Know your range of motion. Those who can bind hands behind your back, go ahead, binding hands behind your back. Slowly release, shake it out the other side, arm up and across, pull back, creating resistance. Chin is away from the body, looking forward. Slowly release, same arm up, we lengthen first. Place the palm behind your back. Use the other hand to guide the elbow, tricep stretch. If you can bind hands behind your back, go ahead, binding hands behind your back. So try to bring the fingers close together. If you're not able to bind hands, no problem. Just try to bring the elbows close to the back of the head. Slowly, slowly release, shake it out. Hands on the shoulders, elbows in, elbows up. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Feel the pinch of your shoulder blades. Opening up lung, heart, chest. Improving your posture. When you're in the center position, we're gonna go into the full circle. Try to bring the elbows close together. Oiling the shoulder joints. Increase flexibility and mobility. Now reverse, go the other way. Slowly, slowly release, shake it out. We're gonna come sit down, have a seat. Bring the sole of your feet together, wrap your hands around the ankle. Sitting up nice and tall. Rocking side to side. Finding your sitting bones. Fly like a butterfly, flap about 10 times. Opening up hip joints, stretching out inner thighs. Slowly come back to center, and we will straighten out the legs. Bounce it a few times. Point the toes up to the ceiling, get the fleshy part out from your butt, and down by your side. Coming into the stop pose. Shoulders relax down from your ears. Stomach and chest proud. Stretching our hamstrings. Now we're gonna come to a double leg forward bend. Inhale your arms up, lengthening. Exhale, hinge from the hips, leading with the chest. Grow longer. Pretty soon your hands will be beyond your feet. Holding on to any part of the feet, the legs, release the hands on either side. Chin is away from the body, eyes looking forward. Neck is long, spine is straight. Feel free to use your yoga strap to help you get into the alignment. Whatever you do, don't carry any tension in your upper back, shoulders, or neck. One more breath, and we're gonna slowly, slowly release. Coming into one leg forward bend. My left is your right. Point the toes up to the ceiling. Inhale your arms up to lengthen. Exhale, we hinge. Holding on to any part of the foot, the legs, or release the hands on either side. Using your inhale breath to lengthen the spine. Exhale, stomach come down a little bit more. Then the chest, head is the last thing. So we're not doing head to knee, so make sure chin is away from the body, eyes looking forward. Neck and spine in one straight line. If you have very tight hamstring, slightly bend the knee. One more breath. Slowly, slowly come up. Come into seated twist. Bring the back leg on the outside of the straight leg. So on this side, do modification for beginners, opposite arm, opposite knee. Draw it close to you. The other arm up and over. Bring it directly behind your spine. Don't lean back too much, overlooking your shoulder, looking at the back, turning the neck as well. As we stretch our lower back muscles, massaging internal organs, helping you to digest and detox. So seated twist is also good if you have back pain. One more breath, and we're gonna slowly bring the body to the opposite side. Bow down, counter twist. Bending the elbows, more room to come down. As we stretch our lower back and oblique the side of your body. One more breath, and slowly, slowly, come back up. Straighten out the legs, bounce it a few times. Repeat one leg forward, bend on the other side. So take your time to set up. Get the fleshy part out from your butt, point your toes up to the ceiling. Inhale your arms up to lengthen. Exhale, hinging from the hips, leading with the chest. Fold forward. Body's directly on top of the straight leg. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, stomach come down a little bit more than the chest. That is the last thing. Now we're not doing head to knee, so make sure your chin is away from the body and using your inhale breath to prepare to lengthen. Exhale is the movement. In this case, it's twofold. One more breath, and we're gonna slowly, slowly come back up. Coming into seated twist. Bring the back leg on the outside of the straight leg. So beginners, you can stay here. Those who can bend the bottom leg, go ahead. Both butts down, both feet on the ground. Opposite arm, opposite knee. Draw it close. The other arm up and over. Bring it directly behind your spine or wrapped around your waist. Front arm can be stop sign hand, prayer hands. Any variation you'd like to challenge yourself, keep turning. Overlooking your shoulder, looking at the back. Turning the neck as well. And we're going to stretch our lower back muscles. Helping you to digest and detox. One more breath. And we're going to slowly bring the body to the opposite side. Bow down, counter twist. Bending the elbows, more room to come down. As we stretch our lower back and oblique the side of your body. Front foot is on the mat, so you know that's the side you're going to. One more breath here. We're gonna slowly, slowly rise up. Straighten out the legs. Bounce it a few times. And coming back to a comfortable seated position. Taking a few calming breaths here. So we're gonna inhale the arms up, lengthening the spine. Turn the palm up, exhale down. Inhale your arms up, lengthening. Exhale down. One last one. Inhale your arms up, tall and long. Exhale down. To close the practice, we'll bring the hands to heart center. Thank you very much for watching, sharing your positive energy with all of us, and letting me guide you through this practice. Always my pleasure. Namaste.